Hi everybody, Susie here from Helix Baby. So this video is all about newborn carrying options, okay? So I've got a few different examples here of different carriers and slings that you can use right from newborn, okay? They're all slightly different, so hopefully this will be a bit of an insight for you to see maybe what kind of thing that you like, what would suit you and your family, because there are just so many different slings out there, and it's a bit of a minefield. So one thing that I do want to point out, baby wearing safety when you have a newborn and a small baby, it's really crucial that you do wear your baby safely. Doesn't matter which sling that you use, always follow the TICS baby wearing safety guidelines, okay? I will be mentioning this as we go through and as I'm sort of trying on and showing you the different slings, but do familiarise yourself with the TICS baby wearing safety. They are on my website and you can download a copy as well. So newborns are obviously so tiny and squishy and very delicate. So my absolute number one recommendation that I absolutely love is a stretchy wrap. Now they are just so lovely. You can feel the lovely stretch, you can see the stretchiness, but also how squishy and soft they are. There is nothing on this sling that's going to dig into you or your newborn. It's also, yes, it's very long and looks quite intimidating, but it does mean that it will fit anybody, any wearer. So no matter what their body shape or type, it is going to fit them, and it will perfectly fit them as well because you wrap it around yourself. So they are also fairly cheap as well. So if you're really not sure about baby wearing but want to give it a go, they are fairly cheap and they're pretty easy to look after as well. So obviously with a newborn baby comes a lot of mess and sick and poop and whatever else, so these are really easy to pop into the washing machine, and they're fairly quickly drying as well if you hang over a banister, if you can't put it out on a sunny day. So I'll quickly show you how this works. It does take a little bit of practice to get used to how to wrap, how to tie it to you, and how to get baby in safely. But once you've done it a few times, it does become second nature, okay? And you do sort of, you memorize how tight you need to do it in order for it to fit your baby, okay? So if once you've tied it onto yourself, you can leave that on all day. So if you've got other children to run around after as well, you literally could put this on in the morning, pop baby in and out as and when you need to, so that you've still got free hands to be able to entertain or comfort or whatever it is you need to do with your other children as well, okay? So as you can see, I've put the sling on around me, so I've got a perfect fit for me. And now my baby, I'm wrapping my baby into the sling, and it's got 1, 2, 3 passes. So I'm just putting on this final pass onto baby as well. Okay. This particular stretchy wrap is a Boba cotton stretchy wrap, and these actually go all the way down to 5 pounds in weight. Okay, so even if you have a very small or a premature baby, then this wrap still might fit the bill for you, okay? So all stretchy wraps, however, are different, okay? Please be aware of this. This particular one is a two-way stretchy, which means it's very stretchy that way and that way, okay? And it's two-way stretchy wraps that I really love for people who have never used a stretchy wrap before, and they are, and they're a bit of a novice, okay? They are a lot easier to use than the one-way stretchies. You can also get 1.5-way stretchies as well, and there are all sorts of different blends of fabric as well. This one is a 100% cotton. It might have a bit of spandex in there, I think, as well. Others are totally cotton, and others have bamboo in them. Another type has tencel, which is made from eucalyptus, I believe, and they're both, the bamboo and the tencel, do have breathable qualities, so they're a bit thinner and a bit more breathable for summer wearing and that kind of thing. So please be aware of the different brands, different fabric types, and the stretchiness of the wrap as well, because it all makes a big difference. Okay, but otherwise they are absolutely super and wonderful for supporting your baby. And of course you can, you know, they can be convenient. You can just leave them on all day and they will fit anyone. So it's something that will fit you. If you're 4'10" and your partner is 6'11", this will still fit both of you. Okay, so that's a really, really great choice. If you're not convinced by the whole tying thing and you think that's a bit too intimidating, there is something called a stretchy hybrid, and this particular one, this is called a close caboo. Okay, now basically it works pretty much in the same way as the stretchy wrap. It's still, it's very stretchy both ways. Okay, so it's sort of two-way stretchy material. Let me just quickly put this on for you. It works in a slightly different way because you tighten it with rings rather than tie it around yourself. Once you've threaded it through the rings, you don't have to keep threading. You only need to do that once. Okay, so I'll just quickly do it for you. I thought it was already set up, but never mind. So here we go, threading that through on both sides. So again, these are pretty easy to wash. They do take longer to dry because there's a bit more fabric in these. Okay. So once you've put the fabric through the rings, you can put it on and off like a t-shirt, just like that. So that bit goes at the back and you put it on. And it's like it's already pre-tied for you. You've already got these two passes like we did before with the stretchy wrap, but you haven't had to tie it on yourself. Okay. So you have your baby and you put your baby in just the same as you do in the stretchy wrap. Okay, so you've still got the same amount of support. It's still lovely and snuggly and soft for you and your baby. And again, it will fit pretty much anyone. You've got all this adjustment for it to fit around you. Okay, if you are plus size, I mean, there's obviously a certain size to it, but I'm sure I've had ladies who are size 18 and 20 being able to use a close caboo. Okay, so the difference with this one is that you tighten it once baby is in the carrier. So we've put baby in and then we tighten through the rings. Okay, so it means you don't have to get an exact tightness when you're putting it on, because you put it on and then you tighten, and then you have this final pass that goes on to secure baby over the top. Okay, so it works in a very, very similar way, has very similar qualities to the stretchy wrap, but it is just that little bit easier, some people find, because they don't have to pre-tie it onto themselves. Okay, it does mean you do have that extra piece that's separate that you could potentially lose. So if you're getting baby out and you put it down, don't forget it, because it's not safe to wear baby without that final pass. Okay, always make sure you use that last pass. So that is the close caboo. So let's go on to just have a look at some soft structured carriers. Some people just don't like the idea of wraps and stretchy things because they just don't find it supportive enough, and they like to have the security of a buckle, and that's absolutely fine. So I've got 3 options here that I personally think are really good from newborn. So this one, first of all, is the Beco Gemini. Beco Gemini, okay. This is a lovely carrier. It's from 7 to 35 pounds in weight, okay. So it is from newborn as long as your baby is 7 pounds, okay. Easily adjustable, just with poppers. So it grows with your baby. Again, it's got a really nice chunky waist belt, so that is very supportive. So if you do a lot of walking and that kind of thing, and that's what you want your carrier for, and perhaps you have dogs or something like that, that you're going to go out and do lots of walking, this will give you a lot of support, okay. It also has a forward-facing option as well. So there's actually 4 positions you can do with this carrier. You can do front facing in like I'm doing now. You can do front facing outwards. And you can do hip carrying. And you can do back carrying. Okay, so there we are. Oh, that's popped off. Let's see if I can pop that back in. Going to stay there, and you have this lovely neck support as well for baby, but you also have the option to pop that up behind baby's head in case they fall asleep as well. Okay, so you've got lots of options with this carrier, and it also has a lot of adjustability. So again, if you're small and your partner's big or vice versa, then it should pretty much fit both of you. Okay, so that's a lovely option. It's quick and simple and easy to use. If you don't like the idea of such a chunky waist belt, some people don't like that around their waists, another option is the Mamaruga Zensling. The reason why I love this carrier is because it is made of this lovely jersey stretchy material, just like the stretchies. Okay, it's so soft and snuggly, and this is also, it's an adjustable carrier, but it's also very easy to adjust, especially the waist. So if I just pop it on me, and you literally just cinch in the waist, okay, like so, and all of a sudden I've made it a smaller carrier. You also adjust it, if I can show you, the panel height. That goes like this and like this. Okay, so I've made the panel size width smaller, and now I'm doing the height smaller as well to fit my baby. So you can pretty much get an exact fit for your baby every time you use it. Okay, it is from I think it might be a bit less than £7 actually. I should have figured this out before doing this. £6.6 you can use this carrier from, okay, and all the way up to £45 in weight. Now that is absolutely huge. That is potentially a 3-year-old, okay. So, and although, you know, it's weight tested to that, I probably wouldn't recommend you carry such a big weight in this carrier, and that's purely because of the nature of the stretchy jersey material that it's made out of. You get to a point, I think, with this carrier that because it's stretchy, you just don't get the support you need once baby's at a certain weight, okay. But otherwise it's a lovely, lovely sling, absolutely perfect for newborns. And so remember, this is from £6.6, and because of the adjustability, you can get a really good fit every time. Okay, so that is the Mamaruga Zensling. Super soft and lovely, and it hasn't got quite such a chunky waist belt as the Gemini. It's a lot softer. Okay, all right. The final option I'm going to show you is the Boba X. Now, this is a great sort of all-round carrier. Again, it goes from £7 all the way up through to £45, but this is made of more structured fabric, yet it's still pretty soft. Those leg openings there, they're still nice and soft and squishy. So this really, it's also got actually toddler extension extenders that you zip on as well. So it really does grow perfectly with your child. So this really is a good investment if you like this carrier to get right from newborn, and it will see you through potentially your whole baby wearing journey, right up to when your baby's 45 pounds in weight. Okay, so again, it's fully adjustable. This one has Velcro, so I've just undone the Velcro and now I'm cinching that down. Undo the Velcro, cinch that down, and I've just made the waist, the width of the panel a lot smaller. So I'm just going to put that on. You can also, you can also change the panel height. So if I show you how to do that, that's right here. And you pull that down. This is a little bit stiff. Come on. There we go. So that comes through like that. Both sides. Otherwise you'll be wonky. There we go. So that has adjusted the panel height as well. So now my newborn should be able to get a really good fit in a much smaller panel. So these straps are curved. They are meant to be worn rucksack style. Okay, can you see that? Now they do undo. You can cross them, but because they're curved, they are meant to be worn rucksack style. So you put them on like that, and then you reach back and you have that chest strap. Oh, there it is. That you do up behind your head. Okay. Once you've done that, you can just adjust and make sure it's tight enough everywhere, and that you've got a good fit. Okay. Oh, can't do it. There we go. It also has a pack away hood, which once it's packed away, it acts as neck support for baby. And then you just simply unzip and you can get the hood out as well, like so, and that can come up behind baby's head for extra support. But it means with the adjustments that it has, you can get the perfect fit each time. Again, lots and lots of adjustability. Okay, so again, it should fit you and your partner. Okay, so just to recap, newborn carriers, I love a stretchy wrap. They're just so simple. It's one big long piece of snuggly material that fits anybody, and it fits your baby. If you don't like tying, the idea of tying your wrap and you know, find it a bit intimidating, you can use a stretchy hybrid, something like a close Caboo that's already pre-tied for you. Then we had a look at the Beco Gemini. That's got a very chunky, supportive waist belt. So if you're going to be doing a lot of walking and that kind of thing, that would be a really good choice. The Mamaruga Zensling, that's the sort of halfway house between the stretchy and the buckle. It's a full buckle carrier, but made of that lovely stretchy jersey material. And then we just had a look at the Boba X as well. So then that's a great choice if you want to invest and get something for newborn and see you right through to toddlerhood as well. So I hope this has been informative for you. If you've got any other questions, then please don't hesitate to get in contact. All of these options are available on my shop, and they're all available to hire first as well. Okay, take care, bye.